Hello and welcome to LawWiser. Today's discussion of ours is on a topic that lies at the heart of building a more inclusive society. That is, the Transgender Persons Protection of Rights Act. This groundbreaking legislation holds the power to transform lives, protect rights, and champion the principles of equality and dignity for transgender individuals. Over the years, we have witnessed a growing movement for transgender rights and recognition, challenging stereotypes and fostering understanding. The Transgender Persons Protection of Rights Act is a symbol of this development, representing the ambitions of a long marginalized and much misunderstood group. In India, there are numerous socio-cultural groupings of individuals who identify themselves as transgenders. Extreme persecution and discrimination are experienced by certain subgroups. They frequently become the target of discriminatory practices such as physical, sexual, and verbal misconduct and brutality, wrongful detention, refusal of enrollment, and services to institutions of higher learning, refusal to be a part of inheritance of assets, and being targeted in family, work, and healthcare. Today, we embark on a journey to explore the provisions of these acts, understanding its significance and unraveling its potential to reshape societal perceptions and dismantle all the barriers. By delving into its core principles, we aim to shed light on the transformative impact this legislation can have on the lives of transgender individuals across our nation. The Transgender Persons Protection of Rights Act 2019 aims to recognize the identity of transgender people and prohibit discrimination in a variety of settings, including education, employment, healthcare, owning or disposing of property, holding public or private office, and gaining access to and using public services and benefits. Now let's discuss some key features of the law. Let's start with the definitions. Males and females are now included in the categories of transgender people, and those with intersex variants, even if they haven't had any sort of therapy like hormone therapy or a sex reassignment procedure. Non-discrimination. The law firmly forbids discrimination against transgender people in healthcare, educational, or professional settings and other public facilities. It also supports their rights to freedom of movement, ownership of property, and office holding. Identity document. It governs the right to a self-perceived gender identity and further places responsibility for the issuance of a certificate of identity as a transgender person without undergoing a medical assessment on the district magistrate. Additionally, it allows anyone claiming a change in gender to change their gender to either female or male. Equitable chances. It also oversees the transgender community's rights to equal treatment in policy matters. The creation of specific policy measures that would include transgender people is required by law. Medical services and facilities. The law also calls for the creation of special HIV surveillance facilities for transgender people. These facilities must provide care for hormone therapies, sex reassignment, surgeries, and other related procedures, and they all must be funded by an insurance plan tailored to the needs of transgender people. NCT, the National Council for Transgender People. In accordance with the law, the NCT must be established in order to direct and advise government authorities on matters such as the auditing of current policies, the formulation of new ones, and the redress of grievances. Penalties and offences. Now covered by the legislation and punishable by law are actions including coercing transgender people into labor, denying them access to public facilities, abusing them mentally, emotionally, physically, or sexually, and other connected offences. The Act also stipulates a brand new set of regulations that all professional institutions, including all private companies, must adhere to. Employers will be expected to amend their HR policies in light of these obligations, as well as work to educate and train staff members on how to accommodate transgender people. Discrimination must be prohibited in order to create a workplace that promotes growth and safety. Publish a statement of transgender equality in employment opportunities as well. Creation of infrastructure amenities and services, including gender-neutral restrooms, hygiene facilities, confidentiality, transportation, and many more. Every facility must have a designated officer for complaints. It is important to note that the Transgender Persons Protection of Rights Act is a significant step towards creating a more inclusive and equitable society. It acknowledges the rights and dignity of transgender individuals, providing them with legal framework to live their lives authentically. We hope this video has shed light on the importance of this legislation in promoting inclusivity and empowerment. Thank you so much for joining us, and remember, equality and respect are the foundations of a progressive society. Thank you so much for watching, and do subscribe to LawWiser.